this is Gary McNeil and Lou Mott bringing you another high school contest. The London Red Raiders girls versus Lakewood. Lou, the Lakewood girls are coming in here at a 10-7 rate, and London's coming in at an overall 7-9. Lakewood is 6-5 in the league. You say you knew something about this McNeely girl?
I've noticed that McNeely, she's scoring well over 12, 14 points a game.
Pretty good.
Yep, and I know they played one real good game against Utica, and Utica's been the power on both leagues. So they're not weak by any means.
I know you pretty much keep up with most of the girls' teams, and so I kind of depend on you to bring me some information on these girls.
I look at all the scores. I can't remember as many every year.
Yeah, I hear that. Getting a little bit older, huh? Well, we appreciate that, and we appreciate we got Jim Langley on the camera today. Carl had to work, so Mr. Langley will be running the camera today for us. And he's done a really great job with us before, so I don't anticipate any problems. So we got about 1:23. Jim, if you want to, just take it down and pick up some of the crowd and some of the players and the coaches and stuff, and we'll go from there. If you want to watch the monitor while you're doing it, you can. I guess you didn't. We've got a good close-up of the far-away crowd. You might want to check your focus, Jim. Don't look good here. So we're just about ready to introduce the teams, Lou. This might be our last game with the girls this year. They got another home game with Marysville, but it's on a Tuesday. And it's hard to say. We'll decide later on if we can get here or not. Getting ready to do the national anthem.
And next Saturday is at West Jeff.
Yeah, away. It's a away game. And that's another situation. It's hard to get Carl on Saturdays because he works a lot of overtime. He's got a couple of children in college, and that overtime comes in handy.
You're kidding.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to London High School for the Buckeye Athletic Conference matchup between the Lakewood Lancers and the London Red Raiders. First, we would ask you to please rise and join us in the playing of our national anthem, the Stars Spangled Banner.
Okay, let's get ready for some basketball. We'll probably pick up the starting lineup here.
First, the Lakewood Lancers. Number 12, Annie Ward.
Annie Ward will be your first starter.
Number 25, Anna McNeely. Number 32, Jessica
McKelly. Is that an N?
McNeely is supposed to be.
Yeah, it's 2 E's.
Number 34, Jennifer Ludwig. And number 42, Ember Fish. Coach, Mr. Craig White. Now for your London Red Raiders.
And pick up the starting for the Red Raiders.
Number 10, Jenny Langley.
That's how you do that, huh?
You just do it like that. I just color it in. Having a little team pep talk here before we get started. Anything can happen here. Both teams seem to be record-wise fairly equal. London's had some really good games this year where they've gone right down to the wire. Some they've won, some they haven't.
Both of these coaches have had these girls for 3 years now, so both teams should be familiar with what the coach wants. Should be well coached enough. If it's their first year, they may have trouble picking up everything.
Well, some of it you said it's true, and some of it you have. You got a couple freshmen down there for London. That's the first year. Good turnaround jumper, and it's there for number 25.
Woo, McNeely.
McNeely.
That was a nice looking shot.
Looked good, as it's similar to that shot you were talking about when they were practicing.
Well, yeah, and it's also the shot that you and I think that Amelia should start now on that. The jump
Right,
shot.
Young should start on. I mean, Harris should start on that.
Right.
That was Annie Eads.
It's a travel.
Got called for travel. We have a 2-0 game. London's pressed ineffectively. Very ineffective that time. Maybe it's set up just to slow up a little, take a little time off the clock. They're looking inside. I see as Lane gets the rebound, she's not going to get in foul trouble right off the bat because they're taking it to her.
That's what it looks like. They're just taking it right at her, hoping to get her out of there.
And that time she just stood with her hands up there. As Young fires, lets one go, and she draws nothing but the bottom of the bankboard.
So far, I don't see Lakewood as being very athletic. They seem to be handling the ball pretty well, but they don't seem to be real good athletes.
Time will tell. Young comes in there with a 12.3 average. She's the second leading scorer on the team behind Jessica Friesland. They're making that zone move pretty good. Uh-oh. That's an athletic move there.
A little volleyball
Just
catch.
control the ball. Too many passes. Is it going to work? And Joe Young comes down with that rebound. Joe's kind of a utility player. She plays just about everywhere. She gets into the paint. She's letting it go. She's blocked. Number 42, what's her name?
Should have just taken a three-pointer.
All your
Fish.
players are down here. Fish. She looks pretty strong. And London deflects the ball. Lane comes up with that one that time. Friesen makes a move to the basket. Gets away with a carry. And who's the call on?
25. 2-5. Big girl gets her first.
Anika's, there's a couple girls out there about her height.
If they can get her in foul trouble, it'll help.
Friesen to the paint. Won't go. Coming from the side, couldn't get Young back up. Quick two for Young. Young seems to smell that basket. She knows where that twine is. And no, I'm not trying to be Dick Vitale. Lake was content to pass the ball around the perimeter, try to move that zone. London's in a 2-3 zone, I believe it is. Woo! Woo! I missed that. This pole's got me blocked. What did I miss?
Well, the ref saw it. 25, Renika and McNeely were going at each other, pushing each other. Oh! That should have been traveling.
And we got a call on Friesen, I believe.
Bless me. Oh, my goodness.
Friesen picks up her first. We have a tie ball game with 4:58 to go in the first quarter. Both teams kind of feeling each other out. And Young's going to get called, I believe. Well, maybe not. Might be Langley. Got a choice there. Nope. That's Young.
It's her second.
She got 2 quick ones. They're going to have to pull her. She's too valuable to leave her this early in the game, get in trouble. Amelia Harris comes off the bench to go in. So they go into, they're trying lane.
Yeah, Ronnie's doing a good job not coming down on the ball and just staying up and causing her some difficulty.
Beautiful try by number 20,
Annie
Eads. It don't go, in and out. We're still knotted at 2-2.
Both teams starting off real slow. I'd let that girl shoot out in the corner. See what I mean? 25, McNeely is not real athletic. She's doing a lot of things mechanical, but
Lane's defense kind of forced that turnover there. She wouldn't give up anything in that paint. So then they caught McNeely off guard, and she had to throw the ball out of bounds. We got some subs. We got Harris in the game. Matus. Friesen goes in hard. She was looking for Matus or Harris, but both were denied. 3-point attempt, it don't go. Good hands by Harris to come up, and here comes the tall girl, Joe DeWall, a 2-foot jump stop. Main to control. We got a motion call down here. Looking into Harris. Harris kind of sets up pretty good in there as far as being able to get passes to come into her. And she's the future, so you might as well work with her now. Look how she holds the girl off. Who scored that?
Jessica. Beautiful crossover dribble and took it right to the basket. She didn't get it up on the board quite as high as she wanted, but
she'll go to the line, shooting one.
Got the
chance
roll.
to make a 3-point play.
You got the percentages, Jessica, on her free throws. She was down around 60, but she had a couple good games.
She knocks that one in with pretty follow through, and then finish that off, gets a 3-pointer out of it.
Still 63%.
Oh. Harris gets in the lane, steals the ball. I love to see the control by a big girl like that, especially only a freshman. Cross-court pass. Is it good? No. Here comes Annie Eads. Left-hand dribble. Looking good. Langley goes inside, puts it up. It won't go. We got over the back by number 32.
McConnell.
That's her first. Team's third.
I thought I'd been missing some points, but they only have 2.
Yeah, I know. I looked down at the book and I missed something there. What did I miss there?
Jessica tried to pass it into Amelia. Just got deflected and it was on the ground, and then Amelia tried to bounce it to recover it, and then she bounced it out of bounds.
London's in a 2-2-1 full court press. It's not very effective as they go inside. Rebound by Annie Eads. Here comes Langley. Langley's going for 2, and she gets it. Coach was hard to look at the elbow, and Langley had different ideas, and she scored 2 out of it. We'll take it. I don't know about athleticism, but they're big enough. There's third try as number 42. Fish knocks that one in. 7-4 score for London. Is this Langley night? They wanted a call, but she did not get up, so there was no call there. Fish for 2 more. Most of their points have been in the paint. Well, almost all of them. They're 7-6 now. All points have been in the paint. Friesen gets into the paint, pass off to Amelia. Harris gets fouled on the shot. I thought maybe Friesen should have put that up as close as she was in there.
I think we have more potential scorers than they do. If we could just get them to, Amelia or Jessica and Joe Young and Renika should be getting a couple baskets in there.
Well, you got to look at Young. She's been out of the game with them 2 quick fouls.
Yep.
Lane's back into the game. And somebody else come into the game. 44, I think, is that Doom?
That's Aaron Doom.
Doom, yeah. Knocks in the second of the 2-shot foul, gives her a point. Boy, they got that skip pass down pat. What did he call?
Oh, he called it on 25 because McNeely and Renika are pushing each other, and he caught her. That's got to be her second foul.
Yeah, it is. It's her second foul.
Oh, yeah. Well, they only had the first one up there first. Yeah. Here we are. Here we are.
Harris gets into the paint, passes back out to Friesen. Here comes Friesen to the side. Uses Lane for a pick. Ball won't go. Fish with the rebound. We were waiting on that. We knew it was going to happen. Lane's first foul as soon as she slapped for him. But I heard skin that time. She's laughing herself. She knew she knew that was a no-no.
We had control of the game there for most of the quarter, and now it's going to be tied here if she makes these 2. Yep.
That's one.
22, Wilson. Our 6th man out there.
Yeah, we still got a 1-point lead, 8-7, with 18 seconds to go in the quarter. Coach is calling for a set play. It goes to Friesen into the paint. She goes up with it, it won't go. And we will end the quarter with a score of 8-7.
She got a little bit of the ball there. She took a chance on getting the foul on a 3-point shot. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay.
You're right on the money, ain't you?
When they don't score much, it's not
kind of easy, isn't it?
You don't have much chance to make a mistake. Well, let's face it, we can win this game.
The way things look right now, we can. Well, I think we could win anyway. Oh, I got a moment here. I want to give some credit to a friend of mine. I want to honor him, Bob Licklider. He helped me do football games. And him and his wife both entered themselves in the weightlifting Big 3 championships, and they both took first place. His wife, Michelle, broke the bench, the squat, and deadlift meet records. And they go from there to the Ohio State championships, and if they went to place in the top 4, then they go chance to go to the nationals. And Bob has already asked me to put a plug in for him. He'd like to be associated with London and maybe get a shot at being the team's, him and his wife being the team's strength coaches. And they're very much qualified for it. So, Bob, I say go to the school and ask them. It's very possible they may.
Do they live in London?
Yeah, they have the
But I mean, do they
Basketball Club or whatever. It's got a new name.
Is their house here in London?
Yeah, they're in Madison County here. 221 North Main, I believe. These are all deadlift records, so they pretty much know what they're doing. It makes a big difference when it comes to teaching a kid how to prepare themselves for strength. We still have a score of 8-7. Ronika Lane in the lane. Oh, Lane in the lane for 2.
Roll it right over the rim.
Uh-huh.
But
I see a lot of her shots go roll over the rim like that.
At least we can say she hit the backboard, which we like.
It went in. London has a score now of 10-7, up by 3. This could go down to the wire. Reserves. Oh, number 21 knocks one in.
Woodward
knocks that one in. Reserves end up losing an overtime contest. And early in the game, well, in the second half, they had like a 10-point lead, and then all of a sudden they just went flat. And then it was a dogfight the rest of the way. As Harris gets the roll. Harris has a very soft shot. When that ball goes up there, she utilizes everything that's up there for her.
That girl is a bad shooter.
No, that's not nice.
I saw her in the warm-ups. So if she get out the 3-point line, I'd not only let her shoot, I'd pay her a quarter to go ahead and shoot it. Jeez.
So you're saying don't even worry about putting anybody on her?
I'd be willing to bet a lot of money that 42 won't make a basket outside of a layup. She's just not a good shooter. Even her foul shots look very, very mechanical, very rough.
You watch her now. She's going to make you eat them words.
Nope.
She's got 4 points. She's
I know,
the leading
both
scorer.
layups. Both layups.
That's where she belongs. Friesen, a little quick jumper. It doesn't go. Who was that? Annie East tried to come around with a little scoop shot, and it won't go, and we got a foul. 22 blue. Young's back in the game. She'll be shooting, I'm not sure what she's shooting. She must have been a shooting 2. She misses the first one. Young is shooting 57%. So there's her 50% of it anyway. That gives her 3 points for the contest. They got Young in there playing the middle spot of under the basket on the 2-3 zone there. She kind of took the, well, they're moving them around now. She's coming out to the wing.
Well, London may as well keep the press on all night because they're not really trying to score off of it. They're just happy to get it across and then play with it. So if they're not going to score off of the press, you might as well just keep it on. Another bad shooter.
This bad shooter you got got 6 points so far. You're going to have to quit saying that.
Oh, I missed
You're
the basket.
jinxing us.
Who got that other basket?
she's keeping them in the game at a score of 13-11. And a lot of your so-called bad shooters, depends on where they're shooting from, whether you can consider them bad shooters. Maybe they're taught to shoot in close, and you get out of your range, then you're considered a bad shooter or taking bad shots.
She uses her body real well on that inside area.
She's got a body to use. That girl looks strong.
Mm-hmm.
Look like she's been in the strength room. Langley misses the first one. Rebound by Matus. Langley, good fake into Matus. Turn around. Back out to Langley. Bad pass. Hey! Count it. Count it. Langley will go to the line shooting one. She has 4 points for the contest so far. Doing a fine job. And it goes. Her mechanics didn't look too good on that foul shot, but it went in and didn't touch nothing but the bottom of the net. So what do you say? I think a lot of times you got to adjust your shooting according to the way a person's body's made and the way they're athletically built. Everybody can't just come up with the elbow in and the perfect gooseneck and this type of thing. As we get a shot of the scoreboard, we got a score of 16-11. Thanks for that shot, Jim.
I see a lot of the players on the college, and they shoot in such a way that I can't possibly do it. I can't get my elbow underneath there.
Yeah.
It's very uncomfortable for me. My elbow has to be out. I mean,
you have to, more or less, they teach you to put your elbow in.
I know it.
But you also have to be comfortable when you release the ball. And the only way I can see where you can make the elbow in work, it has to start in the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. And somebody who really wants to do it that way.
There's a lot of college players doing it.
But the way these defenders are nowadays, you got to be able to adjust that ball around to get your shot off. Scores on blue 12.
Well, that's 9 fouls on them. That's going to make a difference.
Yeah,
almost
early.
5 minutes to go.
Yeah, and in the second quarter, as Matus goes to the line.
Get that.
Matus is a sophomore. She makes the first one good. I look for big things out of Jennifer Matus, too. She's a big, strong girl, and she's dedicated. And plus, she don't take no crap. Well, we'll call that one an air ball. Am I allowed to say that?
She looks like she really wants to do well.
She does. She does. And she gets very upset when she doesn't do well. This 2-3 is putting a lot of pressure on the out front people. If you had somebody could shoot that three-pointer, we could be in trouble off of the way this 2-3 moves, because they just don't move quick enough out front. Went in the contested lane, and the lane goes up. She did not come down so much, and plus the ball was blocked perfect after the ball left the shooter's hand. As Young misses a three-point attempt. Good save there. That was a good athletic move. And
34, Ludwig. They give her a 3? No.
17-13. In the lane, turnaround jumper. Lane is turning right into her defensive people. There's 3 of them are standing right there dead in front of her. This is something that you young kids have to know. You got, when you're playing in with your back to the basket, you got to know where the other people are defending you are, so that you go the opposite of where they are. Learn how to hook them and hook and roll.
London is missing an opportunity because they got their big girl on the bench this whole quarter. They can't get about 10 points in the space between them.
Matus gets a little more pine time. Harris, a little short jumper. Don't get the roll. Young, rebound. Harris back up, no good. And we got a jump ball. London at least got 2 attempts that time. 2 big girls for London were in control.
They were fighting over between themselves almost.
Yeah. And sometimes that can be good. We know we got people in there really that want the ball. And we got a foul on number 32. As the cameraman for Lakewood says that he missed the first foul and caught the second one, but that's usually the one they catch.
I don't really think I saw a foul in there. I thought the girl might have traveled. They're bringing her in for 3 minutes here. See if he can get her 3rd foul. I bet she doesn't even get near anybody.
17-13.
Which is what they ought to do now, is to pour it into whoever she's guarding.
That's right. Friesen, that gives her 4 points so far. She's shooting an average of 15 points a game and 63% from the line. Right now she's perfect from the line. 3 in a row. Had a little bit stronger press that time. A near trap. And we got a foul on Friesen. A lot of hustle there.
I wasn't watching that real close, but I surely didn't think it was a foul.
It was close. From the angle the official was, he was behind it, so he really didn't know, but that was the proper call. They're still taking it at Lane. They want her out of there. Lane comes up with the rebound, gives it Friesen. Friesen goes up top, looking for Young. Good recovery by Young. She should score off of this. That ball went behind Young. She reached behind her. She caught the ball, got control, and come back and scored. And we got a foul on Annie Eves.
I think Joanne went for that pass a little bit with one hand.
She did.
She didn't have two hands to control it, so it kind of got away from her. But
we've kind of been preaching against that. But some players just automatically, that's the way they play, and she's got pretty good sized hands. We ought to have a travel there. Got a foul on Friesen.
He has to call it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he has to call it.
Yeah. Incidental contact. I'm not sure whether Tom agrees with that.
Renika's telling the referee.
What was she telling her?
I think she's telling him if that girl doesn't quit pushing her, he's going to bust her one.
You think she might say that?
Look at 20. Look at him.
I'm going to tell you what. That'd be two big girls. See, this is something the coach should tell them. Renika. And there's her no shooter.
There she is.
Your non-shooter's got about 8 points now. 21-15, London. Young looks in the lane. See what I see about Lane? Lane's shot.
Oh, the third one.
Third foul on number 25. Oh, and we had a little bump in there between, who is 25? What's her name?
McNeely.
McNeely and Lane. There's no love lost there. As Lane goes to the foul line, we're getting ready to get into a little.
Well, when you watch the whole game, it's hard to keep your eye on two people, but they might have been doing it a lot. If they don't have the ball, they could have been down there, each of them pushing and pulling and tugging.
Well, this is something I noticed last night. I went up and watched my nephew coach and the other nephew play a Pickwick-Troy game. One of them is the coach of Pickman. The other one is a junior who is rated the #1 junior in the state. And the one that's the coach, he let those referees know in such a cool way as Lane misses the first one, what was going on and who was throwing elbows and who was pushing. He worked referees so well it was unreal. I really got into just watching him worked the referees, and he won the game. Takes a lot of charisma to know how to deal with them referees and get them on your side, or get them to see things that they should be seeing, because they're going to call what they want to call. See, now right there could have been a foul on Lane very easily.
She stayed her hand up, though.
But an elbow hit her upside the head. She's got such long arms. Tom has done a good job in the past few games of making Lane keep her hands up and not swat down. Lane inside. Do you agree with her turning to the right all the time? Do you agree with that? The way Lane turns there?
She hasn't turned to the left yet. I haven't seen her all year do it that way.
See, she turns right into the players.
Ah, hit the board.
Puts no space between her at all. And maybe that's good sometimes. Force a foul from the opposition. 21-15, 31 seconds to go. Lane with another rebound. Here comes Friesland.
Best outlet pass I've seen all year.
Think about an outlet pass as we go into Annie. No, that's 44. That's Doom. This Doom's going to be a factor here one of these days.
That's a very, very nice move. I can see why that with Joanne and Amelia and Aaron Doom, that's a pretty good threesome in there.
You made a point there about the outlet pass, and right, you were. It was the best outlet pass you've seen in this game. But also with the outlet pass also means people have to release down the floor. So if you're the outlet and you're the only one going down the floor, there's your non-shooter. I'm going to talk about you the whole game. 21-17. The non-shooter's killing her. But that outlet pass is great, but you got to have your other offensive players going with you, smoking down that floor to help, have somebody to give it to off that outlet pass.
I like to see the outlet pass go even with the bottom of the center circle.
Okay.
Go straight across.
Uh-huh.
Let it get out that far. So when they take one dribble, they're already across the floor. They're already across the 10-second line.
And then you also have 4 other players that should be cooking down that floor with you. So because you cannot score with the ball behind you. We'll give you a quick rundown of the scoring here. For Langley, she has 5 for the first half. Lane has 2. Friesland has 2, 3, 4, 5. Young has 5. Pretty even scoring over here on this side. Harris with 3. And Matus with 1. Which gives us a score of 17 or 21. We got 21. And you want to give the other side there?
Lakewood has 17, and Fish, the shooter.
The non-shooter, yeah.
Shooter's got 10. Everybody else has 2 or 3, so McNeely's their big scorer, and she's only got 2 points.
Hey, we got something else going on down here. We'll talk while it's on. You going to stay up here, Jim? Okay. We got some of the Little League kids out here. Going to give us a little show here. This is some of the stuff that Coach Cunningham and Coach Woodford put together, I believe. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think those are the 2 that put this together. And they play out at Deer Creek, I think. I think there's about 6 teams, maybe more.
So
Team in the purple.
4th, 5th, and 6th grade?
I think so. This number 4 is Ralph Scurry's daughter. So she's got a lot of athletic ability in her. And she puts it up. I don't know any of the other kids. Well, we got a pushing match going on underneath here?
Like the 2 other.
Hey, we got some scoring out of this group. Last time we didn't get much scoring. These might be a little older or something. I don't know, but they seem more organized. They're getting pretty decent spacing. I see Scurry was looking for another shot, but her dad was like, Ralph, I'm going to talk about you, Ralph. Ralph liked to shoot, too. He's a pretty decent ball player. Heck of a quarterback in football.
Wow, that's coast to coast. Woo!
And one of their coaches is the school, I think he's the school attorney for the school. I'm trying to think of Steve Hume, I believe it is. Got a Woods that's coaching on the right side in the orange team. Good pass in. Shot was kind of hard, but we'll take it anyway. Don't go. And here comes the purple team. Evidently, we have a no pressing rule, which is good. I don't think you can press probably till half court. That's one of the rules I had when.
That's right.
Give them a chance. At least get some shots off anyway. Rebound by Scurry. She just controlling this game. Look at this ball handler. Good dribbler. Not a whole lot of movement there. I don't know what that play was. I guess it was called one pass and shoot. And this is great because this gives these kids something to do. You'll find out sooner who really wants to play and who doesn't want to play. Ones who put the more time in it and more. We got some new kids in there.
At least you give everybody a little taste of it.
Both teams, I think, have 8 players. It'd be nice if they'd give us some names. That's where we knew who these kids were. We could tell you who they are. That was almost a mistake. Oh, we got another dribbler out here. She's kind of watching the ball. Oh, is that 4-4? It's either 4-4 or 6-4. Mr. Eads is one of the coaches, I believe. He has a daughter playing varsity.
Oh!
He's also, I think, president of the athletic boosters. Daryl Eads. He just handed the ball to the player. The Lady Raiders. This is how league started out when I first started the youth league back in the 70s. They got a t-shirt and a short and shorts, and they got to keep them. $6. And we had a lot of teams and a lot of good players. But then we didn't have as many girls interested, so the girls played with the boys. And some of them turned out to be a lot better ball players than what they would have been because they had more competition. But it's good to see the girls play against the girls, because that's really where they, I guess, I don't say belong, but that's where they probably should play.
I've seen a lot of these leagues where they have a 9-foot basket, and I kind of like that. It makes it easier for them. It's not
Up
such
to
a
the
big,
6th grade.
Yeah.
I know they use a smaller ball. I don't know if the 6th grade ball is any smaller than the high school ball or not. But I do know that the high school ball is smaller, the girls' ball is smaller than the boys' ball.
Yes.
Scurry, she gets around the corner and pulls up her dribble. Hey, now there's bounce off the top of the rim, no call. So.
Well, look who's refereeing.
Oh, now wait a minute.
That doesn't mean it's right.
Oh.
I don't know I don't know how they call it though.
It's right. As long as it doesn't hit the structure in the back. Yeah. Daryl, you hear that? He's really cutting on you. Said, look who's refereeing. What we have a little razzle razzle-dazzle dribble here.
Oh, my gosh.
And we got a jump ball.
Oh.
I recognize the face, but I can't put the name to her.
Nobody was around her. She just put it between her legs and...
That's a tall girl there. We got 6 seconds to go, and there's a little contest. And we may end up, I think, a tie. Good job. Job well done. I can see some good fundamentals coming out with these girls. Makes me feel good to see this youth league getting off the ground full force. I think they're going to be one more home game, and I think I'm not sure how many teams. I think there's 6. If there is, how many? Oh,
I think they've had all the games. There was 2 at the Bexley game. You weren't here, were you?
Oh no.
There was 2 at the Bexley game.
Okay, maybe they had them all. Like I say, it's good. It's something for these girls to do, and it really makes for a positive attitude when they get in the grades where they do. It does mean you go play in other schools, and then the win and loss column means something. So. In the meantime, Jim, if you want a couple minutes break, you're welcome to it, or just go ahead and do whatever you want to do. And let me know, and you're going to lock her there. Okay. As we pause on the fly. Ready for the second half. London's leading with a score of 21-17.
Well, we have the lead, but could have very easily been about a 10-point lead if they could have just put a few things together, because, oh my gosh, Lakewood's coach is going to start without his big center on the floor.
What's she got? She got 3 on her?
Yep.
That's probably a good move on his part, because they weren't really hurting us too much with her out of there. I mean, weren't hurting him. We had 8 points the first quarter and 13 the second, so we've upped our point score each quarter. Young back in the game. She gets the first rebound for London.
That's the girl I said I think I liked the way she was shooting. She looked good on that release.
Young little jump stop, and she gets the foul, and it goes in. She gets a chance for a 3-point play here. She has 5 for the contest so far. That was good, because I kind of thought she would run over the girl at first. She pulled up, made the shot. Misses the foul shot. She's 1 for 3 from the foul line so far, even though she is shooting 57%. Tell you what,
34.
Lane was very smart. She wanted to go for that ball. Had she made one more move, it'd been a foul on her. A near steal by number 34. Ludwig
made the basket.
Langley up top the key. Joe Young got the wing in, pass in. There's a good turnaround to the right. And gets the roll. So if she'd used that board, it'd been perfect. But she done what we've been talking about. She did it. Who's that foul on? Uh-oh. Young gets one. That's her third.
Joe didn't make any expression. She just looked at her and said, "My gosh, I got 3 of them today."
Yeah, give somebody else some, pal. 25-19.
Oh, she's had 3 all questionable calls too.
That one definitely was. But when you're aggressive, you're going to get some fouls.
There's a shooter. Get it in it.
That wasn't the one you called the shooter.
That is the shooter, 21.
Oh, okay. That's the
She's
shooter.
not even a starter, but that girl's not a shooter.
Well, they just make you.
Did she get a 3 out of that or a 2?
Oh, they got 21 points. I don't know what they had.
Jim, was that a three-pointer? No, 17 and 4.
Friesen takes it to the basket.
Get her there.
Evidently, it must be against Lane because cameraman for Lakewood called it a good call, which isn't too bad. That's only her second foul call. Coach said, "How can you call that? The girl's 6'3". Ooh. Thing of it is, I think he was telling the other coach. The official's the one you want to tell. The other coach is glad for the call. What was that call there? Langley up top, the key once again. London run a little play for Friesen, got her open, and she knocks in a 2. And Friesen forces an error.
She got a little carry on that one.
Yeah.
Lakewood coach is taking a pill down there. I don't know, he's getting too excited maybe.
Harris gets in.
Oh,
tight
my
and she's
goodness.
fouled.
Holy Toledo.
They had double crossbar on her that time. There wasn't no way she's going to come up with that shot. She will be shooting
Definitely
too.
two shooters.
Harris is bringing the ball from clear down the lower waist up for the shot. She's going to get a lot of calls like that. And it's not necessarily going to be a foul. It could turn into
Yeah, look at that.
jump ball. 73% free throw shooter. Well, that's the one you taught, isn't it?
That's good.
I got to give you a little credit here.
Whew.
2 for 2. Make you look good.
You got that down pat.
I almost say you taught her. You give her some few instructions.
It's just helped her a little bit.
Good turnaround. Won't go. Young was on her like... And it's blue ball. Jump ball, blue ball. Big girl still, is she back in the game?
Yeah,
25?
she just had that last shot.
That's
She was
right.
pretty much wide open. She just couldn't get up over the rim.
London's leading 29-21. Anything can happen in this contest just like that. That's not the one you said was a shooter.
Nope.
I'm going to talk about you
21 is the one I like as a shooter. She's a 7th, 8th man, though.
Oh, we got to travel. I think that was called from the stands.
I quite frankly didn't see that.
I didn't see it either.
My gosh, that's close.
And the man stood across the floor called it, not the guy
Coach
on this
Woodford
side.
asked the assistant coach, he said, "Did you see that deal?" The guy said, "No, I didn't either. I really didn't." I was watching right on it.
I thought it felt like it was called from the stand. The official was intimidated that time. We got a foul on, what was that, Eads?
Yep, 20, Annie Eads.
Annie Eads. That's her second. And number 12 will be going to the line shooting 2. Her last name is Ward. C.C. Ward.
Is that CC part of her name?
I don't know. I thought there might have been 2 Wards. I copied that out of their scorebook. It doesn't go. They didn't give me any first names or grades, but cameraman said most of them are all seniors.
Mm-hmm.
So in the game from London, we have Harris, Young, Lane, Friesen, and Eads. Oh, good. Young spots up. I thought Friesen should have took that shot. Lane goes back up. Can't seem to get it over the rim. Good turnaround. Oh, man. Young thought it was on her. But the closest to the official was Lane. She's got 3. Now we got the official and Coach Woodford going at it. He's talking about he didn't see it. Well, Tom has managed to get the official on his back, so...
Is that a rule? Evidently, if it's a 20-second timeout, you can't sit down.
Uh-huh.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
He said they're already
sitting down, so it's a full. See, there's a knack to working these officials, and screaming and hollering at them is not the way to do it. You've got to get their attention and maybe get them over there and walk down the sideline with them for a second and talk to them and
see, that was
shoot the ball a little bit.
That was McNeely for the basket and shooting 1.
I'm sure she's probably leading scorer, McNeely, with that name.
Oh, definitely. Most of her name is good. She just got that last ending that's
bad. That L-Y.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And 17 is 26.
That's one of the first things I would teach my coaches. Don't get the officials mad at you.
I think they started out right off the bat trying to get the ball in to get Renika out of there.
Oh, you can see that.
Because McNeely, I think, can have a field day if they get Renika out.
29-26, and is that McNeely?
Yep. She's coming on now, 2-4-5. She only has 5.
Cross-court pass to Eads into Friesen. I've been looking for that shot. Oh, and it don't go. Oh, Lord, somebody could be hurt. I don't think Young realizes how strong she really is.
Well, she was just going for the rebound.
That was not intentional. That was just an incidental foul, but it's going to have to be called. Lord have mercy.
That's 4 on her, isn't it?
Yeah, that girl went down like some of these plays you see in the pro football games. Young is so solid. You hit her, it's like bouncing off a brick wall. They didn't call a foul.
Yeah, yes, he did.
Well, they only got her for 3.
Well, on the scoreboard's wrong down there. I saw him say 34.
It had to be a foul, but they're not showing it on the board. Unless they've only got her for 3 and I'm wrong.
I thought sure it was 4, just in my mind.
And the big girl, McNeely. Don't be talking about McNeely now. That's my buddy.
Renika and her were both going at it. Now she has 4.
Now the coach has to make a decision. He's going to have to sit her. He's going to sit her down.
Yep.
We're early in 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2-point game. 29-27 London. Friesen was looking for that shot. Friesen called that, said run it again. She saw the opening, breaks to the baseline and locks in 2.
Renika set a nice screen. She just screened off the defender. After she got by her man, it was clear sailing.
Friesen kind of runs the show out there. But I don't understand this, that she's hollering run it again. The other team's got to hear that. They know the ball's coming to her. Why didn't somebody position herself to break that up? And Young comes down strong. Here comes Friesland. Got Lane running the lane. Friesland pulls up for two and draws nothing. Good play out off of the no-shooter. 42, what's her name?
Fish.
Fish, I should know that by now. The one you said was the no-shooter.
They're going to have to go to her now since McNeely's sitting on a pine again.
Friesland for three.
Yep.
She gets it. You know, ever since you told me you'd never seen her shoot an air ball, I've counted at least 6. Now, I'm not putting her down.
Oh, I know it.
But everybody shoots an air ball. I don't care who they're, the pros, the college, the boys in high school.
I will have to say in the first 2 years, I cannot remember seeing her shoot an air ball. But she
must have hurt. You must have jinxed her, because
Yeah.
there's been quite a few since then. But by the same token, if you shoot as much as she's the shooter, her job is to shoot. So if you shoot that much, you're going to have an air ball from time to time.
And the thing about it is you have to release the ball so quick, somebody will be on you. If you're open, you're not going to be open very long.
That's right.
So when you get to shooting real quick, you're bound to get them off too fast sometimes.
Good throw into Young. I mean, in the lane. Young gets it back. Real quick 3-foot jump shot. And it's good for 2. That's about a 5-foot jump stop there.
See there, you get 2 or 3 baskets in a row, this game could be put away. Oh.
Yeah, not like that. They're staying in the hunt.
That's got to be a 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 baskets off, 36-30. London's got 15 this quarter, so that's 2 more than they had the last quarter. And he's counting, but they don't have to do anything. The defense has to come out and make the play. They can force the defense to come out and make the play. But the offense can stand there and hold the ball all day. Now they can start counting on the defense, and I'm surprised they didn't. Into Harris. I didn't even see Harris go in the game. That call was made up from up here. That call was made from the stands. I'm sure you could probably hear it over the microphone. Even though it was a good call, it's an awful late whistle. Good move by Coach Woodford to get his 2 players out of the game to keep them out of foul trouble last 7 seconds. Ooh. And we end the third quarter with a score of 36-30.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep.
15-13. Score-wise in this quarter, London went from 8 to 13 to 15. Done a really decent job.
If London could have got that last bucket or a couple foul shots, that'd have made a big difference. Been 38-30 there.
Now we're only, with this 3-point shot, we're only 2 buckets away.
You have to, whoever comes down and gets a couple baskets in a row is going to win it.
Coach made a good move there by taking Lane out there with that last 7 seconds. I probably would have taken Jill Young out too. But according to what the scoreboard said, Joe's only got 3 fouls. I've got her for 4 unofficially.
I might have helped to get that one on her because I thought at one time she had 3.
So the scoreboard was right. This way we got Lane with, I'm only showing her with 3, so she's in pretty good shape with a quarter to go. London's setting up in a, what we got here, 1-4, 1-2-2. Look into Matus, we got Matus in the game now. Matus is the big girl for London. Friesen sets up, lets her fly, in and out. Ooh, and we're going to get a foul on Langley.
Yep.
unofficially, that's her first. Let's see what they say.
Yep.
She's been very good today. It's her first foul.
Well, London had six fouls to Lakewood's 3 after the third quarter, so Lakewood's into 1-1, and London's got a long way to go to get into 1-1.
That's early.
Yep.
And Lakewood's got 4 fouls to give, or at least 3 fouls to give before there's a 1-1.
Plus, Lakewood's going to have the opportunity to get into that 10-shot foul, or they'll miss the first one and get the second one anyway.
Right. And
42, my Fish girl.
Fish girl, the non-shooter.
Boy, she's going to hit.
Just eating you up.
Let's see if she shoots that foul shot the way she did in practice. No, it looks terrible.
It works.
She just makes
whatever works for you. I think somebody told you once before, you know, you can show them how to do it, but they're going to go back and do it the way they want to anyway. I don't know if that's the situation there, but it worked for her, so we'll leave her alone. Now he's going to pull them out of that zone. Try to make them go into a man-to-man. Let's see how long it takes the officials to make them come out of that zone. Now they're coming up, putting a little pressure, but they're still staying in the zone. Matus doing a good job of receiving and passing off inside in the lane there. Got Matus and Doon flashing the lane in and out. It's almost like a high-low. Young's going to the bucket. And she gets fouled on the floor, but oh, they called it shooting. That whistle blew way before she started up with the shot, but we'll take whatever we can get.
A little pro continuation rule.
We'll take it. And we got a platoon going in here. Annie Eads, Lane, and Harris will be going in there. Replacing Doom, Matus, and Langley. Young missed the first one, didn't she? Yeah. See if she can go 1 for 2 this time. We'll take it. Young is shooting 57% at the line, so she's kind of.
This is going to be very interesting.
50% today. Go ahead.
It'll be very interesting to see if McNeely can stay in the game.
Well, there's a good move there, and how about that? The two big girls kind of took over there, and I think Lane got away with one there. I guess you don't get away with it. Good steal. And a good finish.
32.
We got a game here, 37-34. They're going to make London play to win this one. We got 6 minutes to go in the contest. Friesen really hasn't shot that much. There goes Young. Her won't go off front of him. Lane back up strong, and she's fouled.
Why did that girl go for her?
Lane will go to the line shooting too. Lane looked like she went left-handed with that.
She looked like she dropped it. I think she dropped it left-handed, and she went for the.
I couldn't really tell from here. This bar is.
It was one of her nicer moves of the year.
Yeah, it was. She stays far enough away from that line, don't she? They never call her over the line. And we get the roll. That gives her 5 points for the contest. How about a double roll?
Every one of those will help.
We'll take every one we can get. Boosts us up to 39-34. And Lane smokes in there and knocks that ball out of bounds. She meant business. Of course, McNeely can't be too aggressive. She's playing with 4 fouls. So she might have done the right thing by not trying to go after the ball too hard.
Was that McNeely that was going to catch that ball there?
Is she in the game? And what's her number? 25?
25,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was her. You can't hardly miss her. Blocked by Harris. Here comes Young. Crossover. What did it call? Did it count?
Yeah, they called a block.
Did it go in?
No, just rolled out.
Young will go to the line shooting 2 more. Young did it right. You take it to the bucket in a situation like that. She made the crossover, and I think that's what threw the defender off and made the foul go in the defender's way, in the offense way.
Right. I think it was a good call. And I'm really unbiased. I'm no.
Uh-oh. What's his face? Oh, he's trying to figure out who it is.
There was one time that some kid stole the ball from my son 4 times, and he got 4 fouls. His coach was hollering at him for trying to steal the ball. You know what? I think he picked his pocket 4 times clean. I think he cleaned my son's clock 4 times, and he got 4 fouls.
Well, if
I don't think any of them were 4
if
fouls.
your son played any way like you coached, the kid couldn't have been too good.
I don't think any of them were fouls. I think the kid really got the rip off.
We got a dedicated man here, comes all the way from up Arlington to do these games for you folks. I hope you appreciate it.
There was one time where he was coming down the sideline. He caught the ball on the run and dropped it, and I told my daughter, I said, you know, he traveled. No one said a word, and someone behind me said, you know, I think he traveled. And I turned around and I said, I think so too, and he's my son. The only 2 of us that thought so. Their coach didn't see it, neither referee saw it. And I really do. I think he did, and that other guy did too. So.
Well, we got a score of 39-34, and Young will be shooting 2 at the line. After that good crossover dribble and attacked the basket, drew the foul.
Come on, Joe.
She's shooting 57%, and so far she's missed the front end of all 3 1-and-1s that she's tried.
5-point lead, 5.5 minutes.
Yep, she's true to form. Now we got a 6-point lead, 2 buckets. London's going into a full court 2-2-1 zone trap, whatever you want to call it. Oh, you know how Harris got that? She stepped backwards.
Well,
she didn't stand there and take the charge.
I think that was one where it was their turn to get the flip of the coin.
You think so?
Yep. I think that the referee said, I think it's time to give the other team a break.
Ludwig goes to the line. She'll be shooting 1-and-1.
2-4. That was a tough call.
She wasn't really set up from what I saw. And Lane with another rebound. Lane's the leading rebounder on that team with 104 for the year. London's kind of put a slowdown game on it.
Bounce pass.
She tried to bounce it in there,
yes, she did.
How about that? Reached around, one arm over, like wrapped around her and got a jump ball out of it. The arrow possession goes to Lakewood, which means the next one will be London. That might be a good play. 40-34, London. Uh-oh. Oh, they're having a little pushing and shoving match in there, Lane and McNeely. Harris just as calmly pulls that rebound down. Here comes Young. She's taking a look. Make the fake the drive to the basket. Short. Oh, and it don't go. Rebound by Lakewood. 40-34. 4 minutes to go in the contest.
6-point lead now with 4, so we're moving up.
Going inside. Lane didn't even jump or nothing. She just reached up and slapped the ball out of her hands. I think McNeely's tired. And we got a player entry, the non-shooter, Fish. Fish has got how many points now? 10?
Loaded.
12?
12 points and not one past 2 feet.
Which means she's doing what she's told.
Except two fouls.
And Harris gets a good block. Who did he call that on? As Annie Eads takes one to the jaw. Uh-oh. We got an intentional foul on 34 blue. That's we'll be shooting and the ball out.
Shooting and get the ball.
Daggone it. I'd love to have somebody doing the scorebook for us so I wouldn't have to look down from this here so often to. I missed it.
I didn't see it.
I didn't either. All I seen was Eads holding her jaw, so she must have took a pretty good shot. Might have been a Mike Tyson shot there. That's her first 2 points of the game, and London will get the ball out of bounds. Both teams are in Harris hasn't learned how to position her body yet to go up with that shot. She wants to lean into her defense when she shoots. You got to be pretty high to be able to lean in. And Young just tips the ball off everybody's fingers, and here comes Friesen. Little skip move. And he eased it, don't go. And we got this cameraman's making all the calls for him. Foul, I believe, is on Eads.
She did go over the back. She was over the back before he even called it.
I know it. 42-34. We got a little better cushion there.
I'll tell you, 8 points is pretty big with 3 minutes to go.
I don't know. Was Fish at the line?
Whoa.
The non-shooter.
Girlie has no touch at all.
I'll never let you live that down.
There's no touch at all.
Is it the touch or is it the bottom of the rim? She hadn't missed one.
And she still looks terrible to me.
And I'm going to ask you once again, who are you? Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Friesen makes that drive down the lane. Finishes it off. And one. She wasn't going to be denied that one. She's happy, just laughing and smiling. That was a heck of a good move. And Eads will come out of the game. Jennifer Langley goes back in. We have Harris, Eads, Langley, Jessica, Friesen, and Lane in the game. And Friesen knocks that one down.
It's going to make it awful tough for them. If they can get 9 points and us get none.
Friesen's got 15 so far for the contest. And a near steal by Friesen. 2:45 to go in the contest. We have a score of 45-36.
I'm going to watch Renika and McNeely.
They're going to go at it.
Look at him.
That's a good move by McNeely to get the position, and she's got an ankle injury. She stepped on somebody's foot, I think. I think it's an ankle. She seems to be in pain. 45-38. They're wanting a foul, but I think she came down on somebody's foot after the shot.
I think she just landed wrong.
Yeah. It's all quiet. She's up and moving. That's a good sign. Of course, she's not putting any pressure on that leg.
But I don't think she's going to come back. You know, she reminds me of a little bit like Corey Dowler.
Yeah.
You know?
I think she might be a little bit bigger than Corey.
Yeah.
And she leaves the game with how many points there?
Not very many. 2-4. Oh, she just got one there, didn't she? Yeah. 2-4, 6-7.
45-38. London, this game still isn't over. And something like that can put your check, kind of fire your team up sometimes and put them in a winner. Oh, there's that turn I've been looking for. She's not getting the ball up over the basket, up in the square. And that's what that square is up there for. Tells you where to put the ball. Joe Young with about her 6th rebound, I would say. That was a close call there where Langley looked like she may have traveled. We got overtime.
They're just they're not good enough shooters to hit 3 or 4 in a row.
We got Coach Woodford just explained to him that there's probably going to be a lot of fouls going on here, so prepare yourself to go through the foul drill. Evidently they have a drill that they have when the game gets tight. The main part of that drill is to knock down the fouls when you get to the line.
But Bexley did a good thing when they were ahead. They made sure that whenever someone got close to them, they passed it so that if you ever did get a foul, you had to get an intentional because you wouldn't be going for the ball. They're going to call it on 34. I agree with it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you what, anytime she goes after the ball, whether she does or not, she's going to be called because she is so strong, the opposition is going to go bouncing away.
Well, I think most of the time they'll give it to the defense, but in that case, the defense got there far enough ahead that they had to call it. They had to call it on
I tell you what, they've had all the opportunities to put this game
to get back in it. And again, they're just not good enough shooters.
.39-45, we're back down to a 6-point game. 2 buckets away.
Well, she handles that ball nice out there, doesn't she?
She does, and doesn't look like she's in any pressure at all. Good move by Young. She gets it up, it won't go. And Lane back up, it won't go. Harris back up, it won't go. We're doing a lot of rushing here with a 6-point lead. A minute and 35 to go. I would think we would set it a situation we'd go make them foul us, put us on the foul line. There's your shooter. It's a 1-basket game.
She's just too young.
Here comes Langley. I told you that one player going out of the game with that injury. And Langley will go to the line. Shooting a 1-and-1.
Well, see there, London's in the 10 shot. They're only 9, but Lakewood's going to get an automatic 2 shot on everything.
Yeah.
London's got one more 1-and-1. If they miss the front end of this one, Jenny, she's a pretty good foul shooter.
Talk too soon. What do we got here? I don't think he knew what to call on that.
No, I think
was wrapped up like an octopus.
I think both of them were doing something a little bit wrong, and he couldn't justifiably call it on either one of them.
The arrow was in our possession, like I said a while ago. It would come in handy. We got to get the ball in bounds. We've only got about 2 seconds. Now turn around to the right. My girl Fish.
She might have 5.
She ain't had too many.
He's getting her out of there. I'm not keeping track.
Fish has got 5?
I haven't been putting them down. Must be.
I'll be darned.
She turned around and started walking away as soon as they caught it.
Yeah, I was looking at your...
I didn't have them down, but... Yep.
Well, there goes the score.
If I was her, I wouldn't even come close to the girl. Why even touch her? Why even do anything? Jeez. Make her make the basket.
It's easier said than done.
Well, they act like the person's going to make every shot if they don't block them or something.
And Lane misses the first one. Lane's coming in there with 43% foul shooting. And she's good on the second one. That gives her 6 points for the contest.
34 and 21 are the scorers there. Oh, drive to the left, girl.
They're looking for her. 54 seconds in the contest. And Joe Young will go to the line. And it's a 2-shot. They're into the penalty. Into the bonus situation. Both teams have 10 fouls. So Joe Young will go to the line shooting 2. Here's how I did that. Okay.
Oh, so then you can
all
add them on there.
Add those.
So you got a total in the middle.
Yeah. I got a total after the third quarter. So that way, when all I got to do is add on the fourth quarter instead of going all the way through it. And we got a timeout here with a score of 46-42. It's a 4-point game, so there's still a 2-shot game. 50 seconds to go. London's up by 4. Right now, our leading scorer, unofficially, I have Young with 9, 10, 11, and Friesen with 15, unofficially. We've been able to get both of their main players out of the game in the person of McNeely and Fish. So,
yep, McNeely's not even getting off of her seat.
Yeah, I think she come down on somebody's leg or ankle and twisted her ankle. And that can be one of the worst, easiest way to have a really bad injury to your ankle. (46-42), and for London we have Doon, Eads, Young, Lane, and Friesen.
I would say right now, I think Lakewood's in a world of hurt of all their first team as seniors. Next year, they're going to have a problem.
Their reserve didn't look too bad. Their reserve was down pretty much, and they came back and from a 10-point deficit and beat London in overtime. So they got some kids that evidently know how to win. And Young is perfect this time. That gives her 14 for the contest. 47 seconds to go. And the shooter is shooting, but it don't go. Everything's 3-point shots now. And number 21, Woodward picks up the foul. Friesen will go to the line shooting 2. I think it's all academic now.
What's going on over there?
Varsity's getting ready to go somewhere to play. They play out of town somewhere tonight. Play at Grandview. 48-42. She must have made that one. And she's good on both of them. She didn't make me turn my head. I don't know if she made the first one or not.
I don't think so.
I gave it to her.
Yep.
And Young.
That's 2-0. Oh, it is on Young.
Is that only 4? We had her with 4 a long time ago. Up. She gets her 5th one. And Young will lead the game with 13 points. Ward goes to the line, shooting 2. 49-42, 21 seconds to go in the contest. I think we can safely say this should be London's game, unless they really do something out of character.
You'd have to have a Larry Bird steals the ball, gives it to Dennis Johnson.
And then to Gary McNeil, and he scores. Oh, no, that wasn't that how it went, is it?
And Reggie Miller makes a 3. He makes another 3.
And they got a double dribble on Langley after the ball was knocked out of her hand. I guess it's a judgment call. They're not letting them get the 3s off, and it goes in. 34. We got a 2-point game.
7 seconds.
7 seconds to go in the contest. Mercy. 49-47. They sneaked back in that game when I had my eyes closed. And blinked my eyes, and they're back in it with their best players on the bench.
The one thing London should do is they should try to throw the inbounds pass down here, so that if they do steal it, and make sure nobody fouls them, because otherwise they have to go all the way down and make the basket. And that's, by the time they get the ball, retrieve it, and go down there, that's tough.
So that's the way you would call it, huh?
Yes, sirree.
Well, I believe I'd set up a play. I'd probably bring all my people down here on this end of the floor and have a breakaway. But do you have a person that can pass the ball good enough where it's not going to throw it the length of the floor and end up going out of bounds with no time off the clock?
I'd put 3 people over here and 1 over there. Want to run 3 people and have a triple screen, have 1 person come off the triple screen, just throw it all the way down into here. 3 people coming off the triple screen so that you got the ball this end of the floor.
They're running the man-to-man. There'd be a break to the ball, and the ball come right back to the pass.
Oh!
You know they're going, they got a foul out of it. Freezing to the line. Should be shooting 2. They had the breakaway, but you say, that's a heck of a chance to throw the ball that distance.
Yeah, but besides getting the ball, they have to turn around and go the other way. That's going to take a second or 2.
Okay, this way we got our best free throw shooter and our best shooter at the line. Shooting 2.
If she makes 2, there's no doubt it's all over.
And if she makes 1, it's still automatic. Well, we got 6 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, they got to get it. They got to get down and get it off for a 3-pointer.
So everything's desperation from here out.
Good shot, cameraman. Good shot.
Yeah, good scoreboard shot there. We, my situation on that is, and it did turn out freezing end up with the ball, but I would have my main, since they didn't put anybody on the ball, on the person taking the ball out of bounds, which to me is a mistake. The ball would automatically go back to the person who threw the ball in bounds. But they would be your best ball handler.
Best ball handler and best combination of ball handler and foul shooter.
Right. Free's going to be shooting 2, 49-47. That makes it automatic tie if they would happen to luck up and get a 3. And this could make it a 2-shot game, so London should have a win. I wouldn't touch anybody. Let them go score. And London comes out 51-47 on top. We'll get you a rundown here in just a second. 6. 19. What's that? 2. What are you looking for?
That was pretty cool.
What did I miss? 1. And we'll give you a quick. I'm sorry. We'll give you a quick rundown of the scores here. Langley ended up with 6. Lane had 6. Friesen leading the score with 19. Young with 13. Annie Eads with 2. Harris with 5. And Matus with 1 for a score of 47. Or 51. Now on your end?
We got Fish with 14 and Ludwig with 12. McConnell with 2. McNeely, the high scorer for their team, only had 7. Wilson had 3. Woodward had 3. And Ward had 5. Total of 47.
Would you believe that London got 16 points in the fourth quarter and 14 of them were foul shots?
Wow.
So there goes to show you. In the fourth quarter, we only missed 3. We missed 4 foul shots and made 14. So somebody's been doing their job at the foul line.
14 for 18 foul shots is good at any place.
Right. It's a possibility we'll be here Tuesday. Jim, you want to be here Tuesday? We'll try to get here Tuesday and do the game Tuesday in case Carl King can't make it. But in the meantime, London comes out victorious, 51-47. So this is Gary McNeil.
And Lou Mott.
Saying good night. Until later on, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Adios.